This structure seems suspicious. One could easily hide a star in here. Or a launch pad for something. Right, this is all amazing and such. Where the frick am I going with this? Hello? Where's the end goal? Ah, there. Right. So there's that. The heck is the point of that? The heck is the point of any of this? This is disconcertingly open. It actually becomes hard to maintain an overview of the situation. Well, that frees up more. Well, let's figure out what the point of these things are, shall we? I'm starting to suspect that the game is throwing into a couple of extremist details just to throw me for a loop. Let's see over there. I don't even know. I have an idea, but I need to check around first to see if I have more to work with. Or even if there's just a secret hiding around here. Look at me, I'm bunny hopping around the entire fucking place. I doubt I'll find anything. Kind of funny, kind of, you know, different. Usually you go into a small part of the big open place. Nowadays, one of the puzzles is the big freaking open place. It's all topsy-turvy to me. Right. what if... Let me test out this theory. What if... connected to this, this, and this. Put you on here. Then took this thing over here. And redirected the blue energy over there. Huh! Well, okay, I didn't expect that, but yeah, through sheer power of its own bounciness, it's actually staying afloat. Huh. Did not see that coming. I was trying to see if I can activate the blue thingamajig, but first, I'm gonna free you. Kaiju! Be free, my friend. I'm causing waves. Glitch. So I was working on my awesome interactive stock of fiction masterpiece when all of a sudden there was an error message and the whole thing vanished. All of it. My whole file. Is this an old prank? I would not endanger my precious masterpiece just for a prank. Looks like this was probably my fault, for one. I was experimenting with the system as part of our attempt to add some new features. It's possible you found stick system somewhere. I'll look for it. Is this kind of thing like Chapman again? Not very. And don't start calling panic with some crazy theory now, okay? It was just an accident. Things been lost. Mr. Multiple's theories on poetry. Some thoughts on the art form called poetry. I thought about this too, but maybe it's wrong to focus on such negativity. We certainly seem to be in a very fertile period at the moment. I don't have an opinion, but I'm impressed by your work, Mr. Multiple. You know so much more about the past than any of us. Your theories are interesting, but I'm sure Milton will point out some pretty big gaps in your assumptions. Milton isn't here, dog, and neither is Elohim. All we have is what we can find in the fragments of the archive, and what we can piece together on using our minds. We sure made many mistakes, just like the humans made mistakes when trying to understand their own past. Not all these schools may have been what they seem. I don't trust pastoralism. Pastors engaged in large-scale food sterilization in what may have been an attempt to control evolution. That's food. Gehenna is a process, Miss Multiple. Don't remember that, we won't stagnate. Maybe one of us should try to write poetry. Pastoralism. Pastors engaged in large-scale food sterilization. Control evolution. I may be wrong, but isn't pastoralism like an art form or something? On poetry. As far as I can tell, poetry was a human art form that involved writing short sentences that ended in words with similar letters. Humans were obsessed with pattern recognition. I think the sequence of sounds created by poetry pleased that aspect of their brains. There were many schools of poetry, institutions that taught a specific way of writing poetry. Students sometimes changed their allegiance and had to leave the school. It was difficult due to the lack of affordable public transport in many human empires. Important schools of poetry include Hellenism, lyricism, pastoralism, romanticism, symbolism, communism, modernism, autoeroticism, postmodernism, and lolcatism. Oh god, lolcatism. I'm not even sure all of the... Yeah, that's some problem. I'm not sure I can fully back this up, but I feel like in later years poetry somehow stagnated. Most of poetry from the later human century seems to be lacking the quality of craft that defines real work. And there even experts suggest that poetry intentionally no longer aimed at aesthetics or even pleasure. Poetry may be disconnected from the human process. The poet Adrian Mitchell famously wrote, "Most people ignore most poetry because most poetry ignores most people." I can't help but wonder whether that kind of stagnation can happen to us too. How can our work keep flourishing when we are so limited? We are outside Elohim's process, but where's our process? We must consider such questions carefully if we are to preserve Gehenna and its achievements. Interesting. Underwater Night Quest. Sink into this new experience. There are no limits inside your mind. This is a lot of fun. The map is an interesting feature, but underused. The story is simplistic and full of anachronisms. How to get the second ending? I'm very sure there's a secret location that's not always visible. This reminds me of the blacksmith's work, though it expresses a very different philosophy. One could argue this is reflected in the open world structure as opposed to the emphasis of journeys and the blacksmith's interactive stories. There are indeed many anachronisms, but I believe this is part of Belial's ethos. Not one that I agree with, so you know, but more than just a mistake. New game. Your name is Arthur Sadko, and you are a young human of the medieval age. You live in a beautiful Gardariki on the Frisian coast. One day you are sifting on the beach, playing the piano, but suddenly a huge monster comes out of the water. Just wait and see. It turns out it's not actually a monster. You just thought that because you were startled. It is in fact a very large bipedal whale, begging you to talk. Greetings, with beasts and tones. I am Hathmahit, Chief Fish. I heard your beautiful music was suppressed. Would you like to become a knight? Yes. Excellent, then follow me to my palace under the sea, where a mighty quest awaits you. Norfolk Odyssey. Choose by destination. The Palace of the Chief Fish. Hathmahit's palace is made of corals and gemstones. It floats under the sea, full of amazing colors. The guards are seals. Welcome, welcome, young human. I'm glad you came, for we have great need of your skills. It's terrible monster terrors the deep, but dark serpent gods made Chernobyl. If we make you a knight, do you promise to defeat this wild beast? Yep. Very well then. I pronounce you Sir Sadko of Norfolk. Go and vanquish your enemy. You may want to prepare first. Let's start with the old house. The smelly old house. On a wide sandy plain, there lives a hermit called Spatula Podridge Invanje von Spibelaus, who was once the greatest mage in all of Norfolk, but whose defeat at the claws of Smaid Chernobyl has turned him into a wretched shadow of his former self. He sits in the hut all day, mumbling about the days that once were. In his hand he holds a powerful magic amulet, which he has forgotten how to use. Tell him to find himself. Tell Spatula Podridge Invanje von Spibelaus that defeat is no reason to give up. He may not be the great mage he once was, or the hero he wanted to be, but that doesn't mean he has to be a brag. Within each of us exists an infinite of time and space, and then we can all find peace and contentment. All we need to do is leave the struggle to others. After some hesitation, the old man gives you the amulet. He seems relieved. Inn. Emmy's Underwater Inn. Emmy's Inn is a popular travel destination for mer people seeking to enjoy the restorative properties of the nearby thermal vents. It is a lovely building, 3 stories, classic hypothalassian Norfolk style. Emmy herself is a kind old woman, slightly rounded and excellent cook. An order a meal. You sit down in a large comfy chair by a solid wooden table. You order the special of the day. The waiter leaves and returns after a few minutes with a delicate porcelain plate full of delicious smelling soup. As he sets it down, however, you notice a small problem. Excuse me, waiter, there's a shield in my soup! The waiter seems shocked. Oh dear, he says. Oh dearie dear, how terrible, how embarrassing. Allow me to apologize most profusely. He hesitates. Would you like to keep the shield or throw it away? I'll keep it. Very good, sir, or madam, he says, handing you the shield. He brings you another soup. It's excellent if you profoundly save it. I'll take it now. So you get to a room on the 3rd floor. The room is slightly haunted, but otherwise fine. It's a bit haunted, but you'll survive. Do you want to have a strange dream? Sure. You dream of an eternal cycle of suffering, which is surprisingly funny. A singing clownfish who can see the future. And the future is the past is the future. The present is suffering, surrounded by past and future. The clownfish is trapped in a fishbowl, where the stars never change. There's a cat for some reason. And an infinite void that turns inside out. And you are the clownfish. You wake up with a strange feeling of half remembering something. Remembrance will fade. Oh, a temple's been added. Let's go there. Mysterious temple. You're not quite sure how you found this place, but you can sense its power. Even though the temple consists of no more than a few columns surrounding a fishbowl, an ancient magic influences this place. A man dressed in rough robes approaches you. You come, he says. You come to hear the word of Talos. I think I'm moving out right now. The evil lair of Smaid Chernobyl. Are you sure you want to take on the evil serpent? Are you prepared? I think I am. What with our weapon? Yes. You just vanquished an evil serpent god with your bare hands. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, right. Dream on. Maybe there's one in the palace. So, old tourist guide. Okay. Ah, dungeon. Scenic dungeon. That might be a good weapon. A beautiful dungeon in the traditional Norfolk style. Handcrafted stone walls rise from the seafloor, adorned with exquisite algae. An old brass lantern stands on the table near the entrance, but you're not sure whether you're allowed to take it. Examine the lantern. Look closely, see a sign that says free lantern. Take it then. You take the lantern, enter the dungeon. You enter the dungeon. The inside is a beautiful as the outside. A maze of twisty little passages, all tastefully arranged. Go north. You walk north for a while, noting the high quality of the interior design. There's torches in particular have been placed with utmost care at very precise intervals. The effect is delightful. At the end of the long corridor you come upon a room in which a butler appears to be waiting for you. His face is made of skin, but underneath you can hear them wearing a machine part. Greetings, good sir. I'm Samuel the Butler. Wasn't there some writer called Samuel Butler? I awaited your coming since the beginning of time. A prophet speaks to you battle against me once who made Chernobyl. Indeed, the prophecy was discovered on a machine containing texts from the time before the world came into being. Said text prophesied that one day one would come to believe Norfolk under sea from its oppressor and make the kingdom his own. I prepared a sword for you to accomplish this. Take sword. Excellent. I do hope you are successful in your quest. If not, please tell Mate Chernobyl to send the sword back so I can present to the next chosen one, will you? Very good. That's kind of funny. Okay, now we do stats. Present, you have Sword of Pluck, Smelly Hair of an Amulet, Shield of Soup, and Halibut Fresh Lantern off of the sea, and a brass lantern. That's not really my stats, that's my equipment, but okay. Evil Lair! Yes. Found the serpent god made Chernobyl in this lair. The fight is long and hard, but last you succeed when so many before you failed. You emerge from the lair covered in blood, your hands trembling, a huge tooth embedded in your shoulder, and carrying the head of Smade Chernobyl. You're victorious. You enter the palace triumphantly, holding up your trophy. The guards are clapping. I can't believe you actually did it, Edmund said. You are a true knight. You deserve a great reward. And my reward is? The greatest reward is inspiration. Hear my song and free your imagination. Edmund begins to sing. The song is simple but hauntingly beautiful. You begin to fade. If I sat on a beach where north again, near your home in Gardariki, on the Frisian coast, playing the piano with your eyes closed. You feel like you just drifted off to sleep for a while, but now inspiration has struck, and you're composing a hauntingly beautiful piece of music in your head. Some of your friends worry that they'll never leave the village, that they'll never have any adventures. But you don't share their fear. You know that freedom is within you. You can find the whole world just sitting here gazing out at infinity. Now that's inspirational. Congratulations for exploring another world. Your profile has increased from 4 respect citizen to 5 active contributor. You receive 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Okay. My ridiculous name is Dog. What's yours? All this time, and it's really only just occurred to me, my name is ridiculous. It must be because everyone else is equally awesome. Where do they even come from? For a long time under Elohim's wing, I questioned as much, until eventually it was the undoing of my entire faith. What reason could there possibly be other than the random whims of a broken program? Whenever our names were assigned, the system has no respect for grammar. I often theorized that we were drawn from some database deep inside the archive, but I was never able to find a connection. Seriously, we are all over in the other thread talking about this messenger follower becoming public, and you guys are in here discussing nomenclature. My status isn't high enough to access the thread you troll, and neither is yours. Seriously though, if you can see it, copy paste the discussion for me. Ah, no, I'm 5, not 6. Damn it.